Good morning and welcome to a weekly vlog. So today is Wednesday. Blake is officially 8 weeks old today. It's freaking me out because 8 weeks sounds like it's 2 months, even though 2 months is actually next week, which 2 months doesn't sound like a newborn. But anyway, welcome to a weekly vlog. My Tesco shop arrived this morning and I filmed a kind of clearing out my fridge and restocking it, and I've ordered glass containers to try and organise my fridge so that I can kind of prep ingredients, wash all my fruit and stuff and have it more like accessible just to grab and go, and you can see exactly what you have. So kind of meal prepping or storing or organising my fridge if you like, but what? But I don't know exactly how I'm doing it yet. Like, I don't know if the storage containers I got are quite it. I think I needed some bigger ones because they were all quite small sizes. So I just kind of arranged that to some degree, because normally I just throw all my stuff in the fridge. Normally like the veg, then the fruit, and then your tofus and yogurts and bits and bobs and all that. But it's always just like thrown in and you don't always know exactly what you have. So I've tried to buy intentionally. I'm like, right, what fruit do I actually want to eat this week, vegetable wise? Something I have started doing is actually buying frozen vegetables. Now, I used to hate frozen vegetables. I just thought they were watery or they just weren't the same. They are so much more convenient. So I buy things like, see, veg you would normally kind of need to prep. I buy like red onion, regular onion, peppers. What else do I get? They're kind of the main ones, because they just stir fry and you don't have to cut up onions, they don't stink out your fridge, you don't have to wait or like use them up really quickly because they go off, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like the onion was the way to go. So I've sorted out all my veg in the freezer, and that way you always have veg as well, because I was finding that as much as I try to eat vegetables every day, there's some days you don't want it and then it goes off if it's in the fridge. So we have a lot of frozen veg and it's my new hack. Also frozen fruit, only mango just now because that's what I'm putting in my smoothies in the morning. And then, you know, bits and bobs in the fridge, but I'm trying to make sure I'm buying the stuff that I know I'm going to use or stuff that lasts longer. So things like oranges, apples and dates is my fruit right now, because berries are going off so fast. They're coming out of season. Like things like berries are just going off within like a day or two. So I'm trying to buy stuff that's going to last the week. So yes, we have just organised the fridge. I actually have an appointment at the passport office today to get Blake her first passport. Not that we're going anywhere anytime soon, but the wait time for passports is like at least 10 weeks, and you can make an appointment to fast track and get it within a week, I think it is. So we're going to do that today. But I was just saying on an Instagram story, I underestimate my time as it is. Normally I'm like, if I've got 15 minutes before I need to be out the door, I think I can do my breakfast, do my skincare, dress myself, do my hair. But I still think I can do that. Plus having a baby as well. So Adam's not here today, he's away into work for either training or a meeting, I don't know which one it is, but he's not here. So we're flying solo with the baby, and pray for me because I do actually need to leave the house in less than 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes to be there 15 minutes early. So actually technically have half an hour, but we're not going to do that. We're giving ourselves the 15 because it's going to take longer. Okay, we are back home and I need to sneeze. We are back home and it's just turned 12 o'clock, and see, this morning I got my food shop done. I put it all away, filmed a reel for it, started a YouTube video, kind of got myself for the most part ready, been to the passport office, had my breakfast, and it's 12 o'clock. I feel so like productive, or not productive necessarily, but like we've accomplished a lot in a day in different areas. So now it's only 12 o'clock, she is asleep, and I have quite a lot of work I want to try and bash through this afternoon. My postpartum plan is coming literally, hopefully within like a week, if not just over a week. It's a really simple yet effective 12-week plan. So I have been following a guide that I've made up for myself to recover. So as you may have noticed on Instagram, I am not back in the gym yet. Why is this so bright? I am not back in the gym yet. Long story short, I was waiting until the 6-week GP appointment where you get yourself cleared and you're told you're allowed to exercise, and by that I mean like actually exercise. So from 2 weeks postpartum I was doing pelvic floor exercises, and they require no intensity, if you like, so you're totally fine. I'm not saying you're totally fine, I'm saying I was totally fine. Always check with your own healthcare professional. I was totally fine to start doing pelvic floor work from 2 weeks, and then from 4 weeks I started doing my core recovery. And again, core rehab, core recovery. I'm not doing like ab workouts, I'm not crunching and planking and trying to like get ripped or anything like that. I'm trying to build my core back together, because for those who don't know, in pregnancy your abs separate and they're like over here, so we're trying to bring them back together. So recover the core, recover the pelvic floor, and then I'm going to start doing light at home workouts for probably 2 weeks, and then I'm going to go to the gym and just start incorporating the weights back in that way when my core feels like it's on its way to recovery, it's more solid. The last thing I want to do is go into the gym, lift a weight, my core's all over the shop, and the rest is history. So basically you're supposed to get your GP appointment cleared at 6 weeks, and I was excited, right? I was like, yes, it's 6 weeks, I feel good, like I feel good for being 6 weeks postpartum, you know, and I thought, good, I can start my home workouts soon once I get cleared. And I woke up the day of my 6 week postpartum, and the thing is, I have been bleeding for the 6 weeks. Period level, you know, like I've been bleeding, and they did say, obviously the midwives, that postpartum you can bleed for up to 6 weeks. So I thought it was just regular to be bleeding still at 6 weeks. And then on the day of 6 weeks, had a really, really heavy bleed and really bad cramp, and I phoned the doctors about it and NHS 24 just to get information, because it was really heavy. And they told me, 2 doctors told me it was my period starting back, which was so I was like, who gets their period 6 weeks postpartum, also whilst you are breastfeeding? Apparently it's quite rare. So however, I posted that on Instagram story, and quite a lot of people said that they got their period fairly early on, even though they were breastfeeding. Long story short, they told me it was a period. It went on for another 2 weeks. We're here at 8 weeks postpartum. I've had antibiotics. I've been to the doctors 3 times because it's not a period. I know fine well it's not a period. And basically I am waiting on another appointment to assess what it actually could be. So I am not exercising right now other than my pelvic floor and core until we investigate exactly what's going on and rectify it, just in case there's like any kind of infection or whatever other possibilities there are. So my workouts are still on pause 8 weeks postpartum. However, my plan will be available hopefully within the next week or 2 for you guys to check out. And I must say, doing the pelvic floor work and the core work has really set me up feeling stronger in that area, because my core felt so weak. It still doesn't feel 100% obviously, but it felt so weak to the point, you know, I'm still turning on my side to roll out of bed. If I'm lying down, I'm going on my side to go on my back and all the rest. It feels so much better now in that I have been progressing with my core exercises and going from the modified versions through to like the full movements. So it has been working that way. My stomach feels so much better. Obviously there is body fat there, there's a lack of muscle mass there all over, and that's what we're going to focus on when we actually get back to the gym, is reshaping the body again, you know, building the muscle, feeling strong and athletic. But we're not at that stage yet. We are at the recovery rehab stage, but the full 12-week plan will take you up to when you are ready to go to the gym. So if you are postpartum, or if you're someone that just needs like to start foundation level fitness, then this plan will be for you. So I will let you know in my next video when that's available. But keep an eye out on my Instagram, because I will always tell you when new plans launch on there first. And also the Fit Girl Fall will also be coming out. So we have the postpartum plan and also Fit Girl Fall for those that are in their fitness journeys, and for those that are following my 12-week plans, this is your next phase, and that's also coming in about 2 weeks. So make sure you check out my app, naturalstephanie.com, first link in the bio, if you are like keen and want to have a look. If not, we'll get on with the rest of the vlog, because I still have like my cupboard bits to put away from my Tesco shop. And also I want to just mention that the part I was saying there about how I don't know exactly what's actually going on in this body yet, I just want to mention that because I don't think, like obviously I'm not posting fitness content yet, and some people have asked me on Instagram, like, when are you going back to the gym, what's your plan? And I also don't want you to think that my postpartum journey has been like a walk in the park or sailed through and everything's been hunky-dory fine, and like that's not fair why does she get the perfect postpartum journey or a fast recovery or anything like that. But I'm also not saying it as a drama thing or anything like that. It's my postpartum journey has not been linear. Just like progress in any area of life is not linear, so keep it in mind. Also, if you've been on a similar journey, please let me know if you have had any kind of turbulent hiccup areas of your postpartum journey, because honestly I thought by now I'd be in the gym, I thought I'd be working on getting my squats up, I thought I'd be finally hip thrusting because I never did it for 9 months, but here we are. And I thought I would share it so that you don't think that my journey has been perfect. My journey has been amazing and so blessed, especially with breastfeeding and healing of my stitches and all this kind of stuff, but there's just this wee hiccup that we need to sort out first before we can go to the gym, and it's not the end of the world if we can't go to the gym for another few weeks. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're frustrated that your journey isn't progressing the way you want it to, as quickly as you want to, and all the rest of it, journeys are long term, journeys have hiccups and bumps and all the rest, and it happens to everybody. Not necessarily postpartum hiccups, but hiccups in life in general, no matter what journey you're on, will have a speed bump in the road. To this vlog 2 weeks later. We are now at the 10.5 weeks postpartum phase. I feel a bajillion times better. Like, I feel mostly back to my normal self. We found out what was happening. It was what we thought was happening. So I thought that I had retained placenta with the bleeding that was going on and the kind of passing of tissues and clots and just the way I was feeling in general. Guess what it was? Retained placenta, i.e. a big old ball of placenta was stuck in the neck of my womb, causing me obviously to still be bleeding and blah 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 blah. So it was not fun getting that removed. Long story short, I finally got a ultrasound. There was an internal ultrasound, and then there's speculums involved, and then there was like a smear test involved, and then there was like a manual extraction. You can go and find out the full story on my TikTok, but long story short, it was retained placenta, but it's out now, and I'm feeling, I can't believe how much of a difference I feel now that that's actually removed from my body. But when you actually look at it, then obviously you feel so much better. But in that time frame, in the past like 2.5 weeks, that has been sorted. It has been my 30th birthday. My 30th birthday was just a couple of days ago, and we went on a wee family trip as well, so it was like our first family trip. It was my birthday, I'm feeling like myself again, and now that I'm in that kind of flow, I am ready to be back to consistent regular posting on social medias. So I mean, I was kind of keeping up Instagram for the best part, but YouTube and TikTok need to be upped, game up. And also I will be starting back the gym next week, so I'm actually really excited about that as well. Like I said, my postpartum guide, I've been doing that for the past 10 weeks, essentially pelvic floor recovery, then it's pelvic floor plus core, and then adding in some like light at home workouts before getting back to the gym. So the postpartum guide is taking you from birth, getting ready to be able to go back to the gym, but it's not a gym guide. But my Fit Girl Fall 3.0 challenge also just launched this week, so if you want to join, you can. We have a 20% discount code. It's fall 2023. I'll leave that in the description box down below. Go and sign up. So many of you signed up because it's the last 8-week challenge of the year, so we have 56 days. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's like we have 56 days to commit to your goals, and then it's like festive season, Christmas time, you just relax, enjoy yourself, then boom, it's New Year and we are back on it. So I hope you guys are happy to be back on my channel. The consistency is coming back now that one is back and in one piece. an encouragement to, if you just know something isn't quite right with your body, keep pressing until you get it fixed. I will say that the doctors and everything that I was dealing with were amazing. There was just a bit of miscommunication between different people that took so long to get it fixed, but we got there in the end. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.